occupying till He comes at Southwest Prophecy Ministries. This is David Schnitker with today's Southwest Prophecy Ministries program. Thanks for joining us. Just a gentle reminder that these programs are supported by your gifts to this ministry. In order to donate, simply go to our website, www.swpm.us. That's www.swpm.us. Look for the Donate tab. We're going to be discussing on this program, as we did last week, our February featured product. This is a DVD entitled, Why in the World Are They Spraying? This is an excellent documentary, 73 minutes in length, that features many experts in meteorology and agriculture. This video deals with several vital areas. 1. The environmental and human health implications of geoengineering programs. 2. How geoengineering can be used to control our weather. 3. What industries benefit from geoengineering programs? 4. How the spraying affects you, your family, and the future of humanity. On the program today, we're going to focus on the question, why in the world are they spraying? There are several theories as to why the government is employing chemtrailing operations. One theory has to do with global cooling. A concept that keeps popping up in major governmental studies is the idea of spraying aluminum oxide particles into the atmosphere to create a sunscreen. This concept is exactly what respected scientist Edward Teller, the father of the H-bomb, called for in 1997. In a government-sponsored report called Global Warming and Ice Ages, he suggests the scattering of 1 million tons of materials into the atmosphere in order to reflect 1% of incoming sunlight. He states that it would be cheaper to slow global warming through stratospheric deployment of oxide particulates than to actually slow down greenhouse gases connected with fossil-fired energy production. The sunscreen concept is also called for in a major congressional study titled Policy Implications of Greenhouse Warming, which was sponsored by the National Academy of Science, National Academy of Engineering, and the Institute of Medicine. This huge study was reported in 1992 and is the textbook on greenhouse gases, global warming, policy decision, and mitigation. In this study, they talk about spraying the atmosphere with stratospheric dust or soot in order to stimulate clouds that would mitigate global warming. Another theory behind the occurrence of chemtrails is for weather modification for weather weapons. Space-based weaponry is another likely reason that these operations are occurring. As is stated in the Air Force study entitled Owning the Weather in 2025, it is a major advantage to modify the weather and cause rain or drought for the enemy. Their report states that the spraying of certain chemicals in the skies assists to jam radar and telecommunication systems. They go on to say that this activity could have tremendous potential in terms of military aggression, and that these tactics could also have enormous psychological potential, which would be just as beneficial as causing drought or constant rain. The study even goes on to say that, quote, one major advantage of using simulated weather to achieve a desired effect is that, unlike other approaches, it makes what are otherwise the results of deliberate action appear to be the consequences of natural weather phenomena, end of quote. Another theory behind the chemtrail program has to do with weather modification for monetary gain. As we've discussed before, targeted chemtrail has a very definite impact on weather. It can produce droughts, floods, and tornadoes. These events can have devastating impacts on food production. Many farms that grow organic food using heirloom seeds have been put out of business in recent years because of the increase in droughts or floods. Interestingly, Monsanto, the largest producer of GMO seeds, has produced genetically modified seeds that are drought resistant. They have also developed and patented seeds for abiotic stresses caused by chemicals such as aluminum. Could it be that the chemtrailing program is designed to force farmers to buy GMO seeds? These seeds are what is known as terminator seeds. In other words, they do not reproduce themselves as heirloom seeds do. Therefore, farmers are forced to buy GMO seeds every year. 90% of crops grown in America now use GMO seeds. There is a tremendous financial incentive for Monsanto and Monsanto investors like Bill Gates to employ chemtrailing to force agriculturalists to use GMO seeds. As many of you already know, GMO food is very detrimental to human health. No wonder eugenicists like Bill Gates is a major investor in Monsanto. There is much more we could say about the topic of why in the world are they spraying, but I don't want to ruin the movie. When you obtain the DVD, these issues will be explored and explained much more deeply. Well, my friends, I can see by the clock on the wall that we're out of time for today. If you would like a copy of this 73-minute DVD entitled Why in the World Are They Spraying?, simply go to our website. That website again, www.swpm.us, and click on the bookstore tab on the home page. You may order this DVD for a gift of $19.95 plus shipping. The website again is www.swpm.us. Be sure and listen in next week for another Southwest Prophecy Ministries program. Until then, this is David Schnitker. Thanks for listening.